The cold shuts off the second you snap the door behind you. It's like stepping from one universe into another. I can't tell which I prefer. Outside, ice as far as the eye can see, as far as the mind can imagine. The only relief is the rolling ocean, itself so cold that were I to dip into its blue embrace, I'd never be able to tell which was colder, the land or the liquid. See anyone? John and his jokes. He didn't bother looking up from his machine for that one, typing endless rows of code, working every hour of the day and half the night. The cold hasn't sapped his sense of humour, but then he tries to stay indoors. The lights were showing. He grunts as though the aurora were merely a cheap string of bulbs slung carelessly across a city street, and not the greatest show on earth. I shake my head and stamp the snow from my boots, unzipping the now stifling jacket. A kettle is boiling somewhere in the cramped space, and I follow the sound, seeing Mary smile up at me and gesture to a mug. I give the brew a chance to strengthen. See anyone? She's as bad as him now, picking it up like a virus spreading through our small station. Like we weren't already up against it with the cold, the isolation, and, well, the cold. I roll my eyes at her. Careful, they'll get stuck that way. Another reason not to go home. She snorted, then pulled aside the blind to look out into the snow. Lights? Putting on a show for me. She gave me a wicked grin. Lucky them. I took the mug and sipped as she busied herself tidying up, making the most of the scant space we were granted. I found my mouth was dry as I realised this was a moment. The moment. Do you... Yes. She turned back, smiling before I'd even finished the question. I gave a half smile, but she didn't wait for me to stutter out whatever pathetic humour I was going to attempt. She picked up her own mug and headed for the coat rack, slipping into a pair of snow boots, giving me a shy glance back under her hair, her expression telling me to follow her. It seemed prudent to obey. The cold intruded briefly as she stepped out first, the door snapping shut behind her as I fumbled with the zip on my own clothes. I hopped briefly as I thrust a boot on, then stumbled, spilling the tea as I headed for the door. Check your zipper. John didn't look up. We know. I blushed and reached for the handle. Make sure to wrap up. John's parting shot. The lights pulsed as I stepped into her embrace. Around us, the cold seemed to welcome our intrusion. The perfect silence of the pole, our own plaything. A universe all of our own.